Hi, this is the week one video for U.S. history. I hope to do these videos every week so that you have some idea of what you should be looking for in the reading. I hate for you to go in blind and not be able to see or not be able to understand what it is that you should be looking for in the reading. And so I try to do these videos every week so that you'll understand what it is you should be looking for within the context of the reading. This week, you've got two separate readings that you'll be doing, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Make sure that you go into the Canvas portions of the reading. It will give you the exact pages to read there. So this week, though, I'd like you to take a look at a couple of different things. The discussion boards will help you to maybe hone in what it is that we're looking for. But just to be aware, as you move through, I want you to be looking for a couple of different things. One, the values between Europeans and Indigenous people on this continent. First, we should understand that there were people here before Columbus got here, and I think that you all know that. That's not something that I should spend a lot of time on. But I do need you to see the values that Indigenous people are placing, where they're placing their values and where Europeans are. That's going to rise into some conflicts and contention later on, okay? So values in government structures, social status, also land use. I mean, this is a big issue when Europeans come here to this continent and they don't understand that Native Americans don't have these boundaries. Their boundaries are more fluid than Europeans like to make them. And so you'll see that especially in chapter 1 as you move through. Make sure that you take a look at some of those things and understand what it is that the values are. And some of those values actually correlate one with another. You'll see that within early American history, early colonial history, that Europeans in some ways idealize Native Americans, and in some ways they don't, right? They're uncivilized, things of that nature. So as you read through, look at where those values are and how they either correlate or contrast one another, okay? Also, mostly in chapter 2, but there are some pieces in chapter 1 as well. There are points of contention. One of these are going to be land use. Some of them are going to be between Europeans and Native Americans. Some of them are between Europeans and other Europeans. And so just be aware that there are some contentious points in the New World as people come here and what it is that they're looking for. I would suggest that there is contention between Native Americans and Europeans. There's contention between religions as people come. I mean, there's a lot of different issues that are going on. And so I hope that you can figure that out or read through some of those things and find out what it is that is you would deem as contentious episodes within early America or early colonial life, okay? Slavery, obviously chapter 2 is heavy on origins of slavery, where Africans were coming from, what areas they were, and where they were coming to in the Americas. What I would suggest to you is that a long-held belief that these people were indigenous to Africa and living indigenous lifestyles is probably inaccurate. As we can read through, a lot of these slaves were actually living in urban societies in Africa and brought here to work on fields. This isn't something that they were normally doing, okay? Although some of them may have, a lot of them were warriors and they were taken captive and then sold to Europeans and being brought here. And so just take a look at slavery and the origins there in chapter 2. Lastly, for this week, you'll want to take a look at social classes and structures. Now, this is going to be end of chapter 2 into chapter 3 as you begin to read. But look at the social classes and how, as Europeans move here, we go from this idea of Christianity and religion keeping everybody on the same level to now there's strata between classes, right? I mean, we're starting to see a lot of different people and the stratosphere really opening up between really poor and wealthy people. Now, a lot of these people are coming to the United States for a new start, getting out of Europe. They believe that they can make more money, that they can maybe move up in their social standing. And so as you read through this week, and as we're preparing for Unit 1, the Unit 1 exam, that you'll be able to understand the social classes and some of the things that are going on in the Americas. There may be a question on comparing and contrasting that social standing between Europe and the Americas. And so just make sure that you understand what that looks like as you read through chapters 1 through 3 this week. If you have any questions or have any comments, please reach out to me. You can reach me by phone, email, or you can stop by my office if you're in town. But really what we need to be understanding are these things, and the discussion boards should help you do that. However, if you have anything that's outside of the discussion board that you need to ask me, please feel free to contact me. I hope that this helps you out this week. I'll post another video next week with maybe a review of some of these things leading into the Unit 1 exam. Like I said, if you have any questions, reach out. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.